everyone, in this trench coat here. Today, I'm going to show you guys the different things that I use, and it's all kind of spread out in front of me, for how I kind of keep my skin looking great. I kind of naturally have a pretty good complexion, but obviously if I don't take care of my skin, I'm gonna break out. So this is basically what I do on a daily basis, or some of these things aren't used every day, but I will show you and go through kind of what my daily face regimen is. So the first product I have is my cleanser. Obviously, start off the day, you wash your face. And I use something that's absolutely super simple. It's this Neutrogena oil-free acne wash in pink grapefruit. So you can see I've almost used up this bottle of it. And I really like this. It says that it has an active ingredient of salicylic acid, 2%, as an acne treatment. So that might be, you know, something that's fighting my acne for me, which is really great. I love these Neutrogenas. They're really highly recommended, and like it says on here, it's the Allure 2009 Reader's Choice Award winner. It's 2013 now, but I mean, obviously it was good in 2009, and I still think it's good now. So I still use it. Plus, I love the smell. The pink grapefruit is an awesome smell. I really like citrus smells on my face. Like, it wakes me up in the morning and invigorates me. So the next thing that I will use to cleanse my face, because I don't just use the cleanser. If you're someone who's just using one cleanser, one step to wash your face, you may not be getting all the dirt off. And if you're having problems with, oh, I wash my face every day, why do I still break out? It may be because you haven't completely cleaned all your makeup and all the dirt off your face. So in order to do that, I use like a cleansing water. So the one that I'm using right now is the Sephora Triple Action Cleansing Water. And this one, hope you can see it because it's kind of like clear, but this one has like a pop top where I basically take a cotton round and I pump it a few times, and then I wipe off all of the excess. And this basically ensures that my face is super clean before I put on anything else, any sort of treatments or my moisturizers or whatnot. This makes sure that my face is squeaky clean. Now, alternatively, I've also been using this Caudalie makeup removing cleansing water. It's a little bit more expensive. You'll see that I've got a bunch of Caudalie products here because it's kind of been my brand of choice recently. But this also does a really great job of cleansing, and it's got things like grape and just different extracts in it that help to really remove any you know, dirt from your skin, and also kind of really invigorate it with like fresh natural oils and things like that. So I really like this cleansing water as well. But this one does as well. This one does really well as well, and it's much cheaper. So if you are you know, on a budget, you may want to get this one, and it comes in even bigger tubs and things like that if you want to get more value for your buck. And it's of course available at Sephora. So after I've completely cleansed my face, the next thing that I use is I spritz on this Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This Beauty Elixir is really I think it's an amazing product. At first I thought it was a little gimmicky. They said that it was, you know, when I went to the Sephora store, they're like, oh, this was developed for a queen. You know, she had, you know, wanted like the elixir of youth for her face, and it's apparently the same, or a very similar recipe. And the queen that they're referring to, I think, is Isabel of Hungary, because I think I looked it up one time. And she basically had this water created for her, and it's basically grape, orange blossom, rose, organic balm, mint, and rosemary. And it's pretty, if it's not all natural, it's really close to being all natural. So basically what I do is I just spritz this all over my face. I'll spritz it like 5 or 6 times. It's really refreshing. It's almost like an astringent. So I think it has something to do with the rosemary. That rosemary is supposed to like really clean out like infections and things like that. So I think it really does a really good job of keeping your pimples at bay. So I use this. It's like an astringent. You could probably, if you didn't want to use this, use something like witch hazel, but this is what I use. The next step in my daily face prep is this Caudalie Vino Perfect Radiance Serum. So it says complexion correcting, and it's just this little bottle. Now, I know I'm using a lot of Caudalie products, and Caudalie products are not cheap. So I feel like I may have said this in a video before. I'm 27, so I work, I have a job, I'm married. I have enough money to buy these nicer sort of skincare things, and for me, I think, you know, if I could find the same thing and it was $5, I would buy the $5 version. I'm not stupid. I'm not buying this because it's expensive or because of the name, but when I find something I like, I will pay for it if I think that it's working. And this serum is really great. It's what I basically use as my moisture. as my moisturizer or the moisturizing step in my daily regimen, because I don't always use a regular moisturizer with SPF because my makeup normally is a tinted moisturizer with SPF in it. So I feel like you're just adding all extra moisture to my skin that might not be necessary. So I use this in place of like a moisture step, and I do this day and night. So this basically is, like it says, a complexion correcting serum. It basically will, you know, correct the colors of any old scars or any sort of like blemishes that I get. It kind of re-evens my skin tone, and I think that this does a really great job. And so for me, it's worth the price. So I also use a spot treatment that luckily for me, I don't have to use a spot treatment all the time because I only get pimples every once in a while, usually like around that time of the month. But the spot treatment that I use is this Pavonia Botanica Lingae Chlorophyll Fluid Spot Treatment. So you can see here, this is another product that is pretty expensive. It was something that was recommended by one of the beauty gurus on YouTube, and I thought I would give it a try, and it does work very well. The thing is with this spot treatment is you want to just put it on the spot. You don't want to put it all over your face because it's very drying. Especially for me, I already have dry skin, so, but this is one of those things you put it on a little pimple or something that's starting, you know, you see something and you're like, oh, is that a pimple? What is it? And sometimes you'll leave it alone, but you put this on and it'll be gone, like by the, you know, the next day or later that day, depending on when you put it on. And I try to use it, you know, just once or twice a day if the spot that I'm trying to remove is, you know, big or stubborn, or if I'm really worried about it. So that is what I use for spot treatment. So another thing that I just kind of use as like an additional little add-on is this Philosophy Turbo Booster C Powder. And this is basically a vitamin C powder that's supposed to be used topically. So what you do, I don't want to like mess with this too much. I'm just going to show you. It comes with two little things in here. One is a little teeny tiny scooper, and one is the bottle with the powder inside. You can see I've used a lot. It's funny because I've been using this for a long time, but it doesn't look like a lot has been taken out of it because you just use these little scoops. And what you do is you scoop a little bit of this out, like one scoopful, and then you mix it in with your moisturizer. And you can put it all over your face, or, you know, put it only in specific maybe trouble spots. What I do with this is, and I don't know if you can see this, I use this as like a wrinkle remover, and it works very, very well. I'm going to try to show you guys. On the top of my forehead, you may be able to see it. I have a little line here. Now, it's hard for me to see right now in this viewfinder. I'm wondering if it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but I have this one single line on my forehead, like right between my fingers here. There's hair in the way now. I think you can see it. I've had this for, I can't even remember how long. I feel like I've had it since I was a teenager. And the reason I'm having a hard time seeing it right now is because I've been using this, and it's really doing an amazing job of filling in the wrinkle. It used to be super deep and much longer, and now I can barely see it. But basically the idea is that topical vitamin C for a while now has been touted as having these really great like anti-wrinkle sort of like preservation sort of effects on your face. And you can see here, the idea is that you can see on the package itself, that top apple has been cut and sitting out for like 2 days without anything on it, and then the bottom apple has been treated with this vitamin C powder or whatever, and you can see the top apple looks basically rotten. It's been oxidized in the air, and the bottom one has been protected from free radicals. So that is the idea, that this is going to do the same for your face. Your face is not an apple, but you know, we're still all made of the same sort of organic materials, and so this vitamin C booster is supposed to help. So I don't use this all the time. I will go through periods of time where I will use it like every day, but sometimes I lay off and, you know, give my face a break. But I literally will take a scoop of this, put it in with a moisturizer, and I just basically coat the moisturizer all over this God, nearly invisible now, wrinkle. And I let it sit there for a little while, and then I rub it in, and then whatever's extra, I just kind of rub it all over my face and my neck. But it's done an amazing job at like filling in. It does something. It's like either fills in or plumps on up the skin or something, and it just basically has been slightly removing that wrinkle. and it's really gotten to a point where I used to see it all the time. Like, I could not avoid seeing it in the mirror with or without makeup. Now I like search to see where it is. I know it's still there a little bit, but this has done an amazing job. So if you have problems with wrinkles, I'm not going to swear that this is going to work for you or that it's going to take away all your wrinkles, but this really has helped me reduce my one wrinkle that I have on my forehead. And if I ever get any more, which I'm sure I will, time will give me more wrinkles, probably around my eyes and, different parts of my face, I'm going to be using this to see how it works. So obviously don't have much to test it on now, but this one wrinkle has really significantly decreased. Okay, so the next thing that I have as part of my daily kind of treatment is I use this Sephora Age Defy Eye Cream at night. So I use this moisturizing night cream mostly because I don't have any wrinkles or anything in my eyes, but I'm really freaked out about getting wrinkles around my eyes. I don't use a lot of eye makeup because I'm afraid it's going to weigh down my eyes. So I use this. I just kind of, you just kind of squirt a little bit of it out on the top of this. It has this really I just love this packaging. You just squirt it out and then you just kind of like tap it all around your eye and rub it in, and voila, that's your night eye cream. So I don't really use one during the day. I pretty much just use one at night. And this is the one that I use, and I think it does a really great job. Another thing that I use on occasion, this isn't something that I use every day, is this Boots No. 7 Beautiful Skin Hydration Mask for dry, very dry skin. And I don't know if you can see it. It looks like this whipped souffle inside of this container. And you just, basically all you do is, this is like a mask. It's like, this is the one mask that I use. You basically pump this out on your fingers and just kind of rub it all over your face in a nice, thick, even layer. You let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. Yeah, it says 3 to 10 minutes that you can leave this on. I leave this on for like the full 10 minutes. And basically what it does is it gives your face like an instant boost of moisture, which for me, I absolutely need because I do have pretty dry skin. I don't have like physical like dry patches, but my skin, I would definitely say, is like, it's on the dry side as skin goes. So I love this, and I don't use it all the time. I might use it like once or twice a month, or if I feel like I'm sure that during the winter I'll be using this a lot more. In the summer, I haven't had too many issues with dry skin. Winter is when it really hits, and I just bought this like a few months ago. So we'll see what this does when fall and winter hits. I'm sure I'll be using it a lot more. So that is what I use on my face. I hope this, guys, was helpful for you, and I hope you guys learned something, or, you can see what my tricks are. I think that my skin is pretty good. It's not 100% perfect, but I would say that I'm at like 90%. I do get a couple of like little pimples here and there, but for the most part, my skin is under control, which I think is as good as really anyone can really ask for their skin to be. So I hope you guys learned something or like these products, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!